Leave this on. Leave this on.
Why? It's the local news. It's just BS stories.
How dare you? The local news is always full of important information.
Good evening, I'm Chris Prompt with WKRS-TUV ABC TV. We've got some shocking stories for you tonight, but first we're checking in with our traffic reporter, Steve Williams.
Thanks, Chris. As you can see, there is a massive pileup on I-95 following a bus rollover. While it is unclear what caused the rollover, what is clear is that many are injured and many are probably dead. Back to you, Chris.
Riveting. Our next story pertains to the children and an escaped mental patient. Sending it over to reporter Stacey Andrews.
Thanks, Chris. I'm standing here outside of Upper Lower East Central High, where we've just learned that one of the cafeteria chefs is actually an escapee from a local mental hospital. We don't know which one or what they plan to do, but they're here and they are with your children. Back to you, Chris.
Absolutely horrifying. This next story is about a 5-alarm fire started by a man that local PD are calling the real-life Joker. Reporting for us is Ryan McNair.
Chris, family, the backbone of America, is under fire.
Memories going up in flames, puppies turning to ash before your eyes, your children screaming as they burn. All of this courtesy of one man. We do not know what he looks like, what his name is, where he lives, or anything about him.
Authorities say they do know your family, most importantly, the precious, innocent, little baby children straight from God, are in danger. Back to you, Chris.
Truly terrifying. And now, for weather, with Brian Goldberg.
Well, Chris, the National Weather Service is saying this is going to be one of the worst weeks ever. In this area of America, there's going to be softball-sized hail, winds up to 145 miles per hour. After that, in this part of America, there's going to be a heat wave, a massive heat wave, 120 degrees. Finally, a small sinkhole to hell will be opening up in your backyard. Essentially, you will die. Back to you, Chris.
Well, thank you, Brian. It's surely going to be a steamy one out there. And now, for sports, is Danica Stevens.
Thanks, Chris. It was a tough night to be a football fan with your Glendale Grim Reaper suffering a crushing 75-0 loss. Also, the team bus crashed on the way out of the stadium, causing a massive pileup on I-95 and breaking the legs of every starter on the team before coming to rest on a nearby playground. Is your child next to be taken out by the team bus? Back to you, Chris.
Well, it's sure been a little bit of a downer tonight, so let's raise our spirits. Here's Tony Adams with a delightful story about a newly opened animal shelter.
Chris, it's all gone. Every single puppy was burned to ashes. There's nothing left. The only thing we could find was a Joker calling card. He will be coming for you next. The viewer, you. He will be coming for you next. Anyways, back to you in the studio, Chris.
Well, folks, there's still no word on the Joker's true name, location, or motive, but we'll keep you updated. That's all we have for you tonight. Remember, stay safe. Be smart. Lock your doors. Board your windows. Keep a weapon close by. Tuck your kids in and give them a kiss on the forehead like it's the last time you ever see them, because it might be. Good night. I'll see you back here tomorrow, bright and early at 6 a.m.
Okay, maybe local news isn't all important information.
We need to board the windows.